Do you know the man in this picture? The man with SlabStox Aaron and formerly SlabStox Sam. If you do, you are probably part of the card market, especially if you're watching this video. You're part of the card market. You may live in Florida even. And his name is Jeffrey Fogel. And Jeffrey Fogel had ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, it is better known as. And he had it for 10 years. And he was a good friend of ours. We hadn't heard from him in a while, and he ended up losing his battle to ALS back in January. And the reason I'm bringing this up today is, number one, it is ALS Awareness Month. And number two, Jeffrey Fogel was a big part of the card community, whether you noticed it or not. He was a good friend of ours. We got to meet him in Miami in person. The first and last time I got to meet him in Miami in person. He had mostly not been able to talk at that point. He had a wheelchair with a computer screen that he could look at the words and talk with you through text. He could voice a little bit if it was really important. He would voice a little bit, but otherwise it was mostly text, and that's how we communicated. And yet you could still tell that he was very sharp and very keen on trading cards. And he loved trading cards. And he had his Sports Card Mania page on Instagram. And he also had his Sports Break Junkies page, which a breaking page. And Jeff, he was a great guy. He donated to Camp Kesem event that we ran the first year. He gave us all socks, which was very cool. He donated a lot of his time to girls' basketball leagues and things like that. And you can find all about that in his movie, Who is Lou Gehrig? I'll have the link in the description below. You can see the IMDb page here. He made a whole video with his friend on Who is Lou Gehrig, and it's a video following him and his battle with ALS years and years and years ago, back in like 2014. It is now 2023. He lived a very long time with this disease. In fact, they gave him a 3 to 5 year estimate, and he lived 10 years with it. Very, very impressive strength of will from him there. And Jeff was just a great guy. He knew Sam really well. Sam, big basketball guy. I love basketball, but I wasn't our basketball guy. And so him and Sam just bonded over basketball. And before Sam even knew he had ALS, they had bonded over basketball. And then Jeff let him in on that part of his life. And then we got to meet him in Miami and help him out. And he hung out with us at the booth and sold cards with us at the booth a couple of years ago, back in 2021. He was just a wheeler and dealer. Big card guy. Big card guy, big sports guy. In fact, big Miami Heat fan. He would have loved seeing the Miami Heat beat the Bucks in 5 games. I'm sure we would have heard about it if he was around to have seen that happen. And so Jeff is a great, big part of the card community. He was a big part of SlabStox for a while, and he did a lot for the card community. And I just wanted to bring him up today because it is ALS Awareness Month. And another person I follow on Twitter, Sarah Slangs on Sports, she can't be 29. I don't know, 29, maybe 30, maybe 28. And she also has ALS, and she shared a post today, and it was her birthday today. And she shared a post about ALS awareness and being able to raise money for it. And for a woman so young to be stricken by a disease like ALS, it's tough to see from afar. It's tough to see on anybody. Jeff, was in his 40s when he had ALS. Sarah is going to be in her 30s with ALS. And so it's tough to see from afar, and you get to know somebody through Twitter. You don't know them through real life. I've never met her. I've never talked to her, anything like that. But I have enjoyed her tweets and everything. And she was always tweeting statistics, and now it's talking about baseball is the best. She loves baseball, and when everything else around her body specifically, is failing, there is still baseball to come back to, which she enjoys. And she shared a link to ALS donations. And then she also, earlier in the year on RotoWire, she had a shirt, End ALS with Baseball is the Best, around that and ALS. And so those are two ways you can donate to the ALS cause. I myself bought a shirt today. I've been meaning to for a while, but after hearing about Jeff, our friend, and then seeing Sarah's birthday, I thought it was high time to buy a shirt. So I bought a shirt. If you do buy a shirt, make sure it's through RotoWire. I will put the link in the description below. If it's not through RotoWire, you're not donating any proceeds to the ALS research foundations. But to make it even more interesting, I've got these two cards here. Randy Arozarena, and this is Let's Do a Good Thing today. Randy Arozarena, Rookie of the Year, Amber, numbered to 5 auto. You can see that there. Really cool card. I pulled that myself. Very fun card. And so that will be given away along with this Eloy Jimenez Topps Inception Hat Patch card, also numbered to 5, PSA 9 there. We are going to give these cards away, and all I ask in return to get entered into this giveaway is that you either go to the Fist Bumps for ALS project that I will link below that you can see on the Sarah Lang's tweet, or you go to RotoWire and buy one of the shirts. Send me a DM at SlabStoxNate. And you can see that on the screen. Send me a DM at SlabStoxNate with proof that you either donated to the ALS research or to bought a shirt from there, and you will be from RotoWire, and you will be entered in to win one of these two cards. There will be 2 winners. We will give both these cards away, and that is just Let's Do Something ALS Awareness Month. Luke Gehrig's streak ended yesterday. His games played streak ended yesterday just one of those things where it's all lining up very nicely. Jeff was a great guy, a guy's guy through and through. It was a joy to get to meet him. I know Sam got to talk to him a lot more than I did, but Sam liked him very much. Sam's a good judge of character. Jeff was a great guy. He was a big part of the card community, and even with ALS, he still found time to donate to other charitable causes like our Camp Kesem initiative. And so with that, and then with the Sarah Langs and her putting out the support that we can go to, and it being her birthday and it being ALS month, I thought it'd be a nice time to do something nice for those who have ALS, because ALS comes on at any time. I could be talking to one of you, and one of us could have ALS. If there's 300 people that watch this, one of us could develop ALS at some point in our life without knowing it right now. And so let's all join together today, do one good thing for Jeff, for Sarah, and let's donate. And so if you send me, SlabStoxNate on Instagram, proof that you donated, it could be $1, could be $5, could be $100. The proof that you donated to Sarah's Fist Bumps for ALS or bought a shirt off of RotoWire, it's $30 on RotoWire. Send proof that you ordered that or sent in a thing, and I will put your name into the drawing, and we will draw it next Monday to find the 2 winners for these 2 cards. Let's see if we can raise a good chunk of change. I know I would love to see. I mean, even $50, $100, it's all important, and it all goes to a good cause. So thank you, everyone, for listening to today's Daily Slab. Again, Jeff, what a guy. Saddened by his passing. We all know that everyone passes away at some point in life. Jeff's a little bit earlier because of ALS, and so let's help Jeff's memory and Sarah by joining together and fighting ALS today with a couple donations if you can and if you can afford it. So thank you, everyone, for joining today's Daily Slab, and I will talk to you tomorrow for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.